Hey Shane, I'm making this video to show you how to conduct the hymns when you're doing hymns. So there are basically two signatures, time signatures, 3/4 or 4/4. There's one song that's listed as 6/8 time, but really that's just 3/4 sped up a little bit. So you can watch this and kind of work your way through it. So 3/4 time is the first, like Rock of Ages, the first hymn is 3/4 time. And what that looks like is this. And so that's the movement that you do. It's helpful to me to think of as if I'm hitting a drum on every beat. So these are the beats that I'm hitting, like that. And so just for example, Rock of Ages, which is in 3/4 time, it says downbeat. You'll see that note right under the title, downbeat. So when it says down, that means you start the song with your hand coming down. So Rock of Ages, like that. Start at the top. Rock of Ages, cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy riven side which flowed be of sin the double cure. Cleanse me from its guilt and power. And then when you're holding the note out, if you want to hold a note, just leave your hand out there. Cleanse me from its guilt and power. And that way Larry knows to hold that note, and the people in the congregation also know to hold that note. And then since it's downbeat, when you start the next stanza, it'll be the same thing. Not the labors of my hands can fulfill thy law's demands. Could my zeal no respite know? Could my tears forever flow? All for sin could not atone. Thou must save, and thou alone. Just like that. So that's 3/4 time. And the first few songs in the book are like that. Be thou my visions, that way. It's also downbeat, so you start with the down. Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart. Not be all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my best thought by day or by night. Waking or sleeping, thy presence my light. Then it's downbeat, so the next stanza will be down. Be thou my wisdom, and thou my true word. I ever with thee, and thou with me, Lord. Thou my great Father, and I thy true Son. Thou in me dwelling, and I with thee one. Like that. Solid Rock is 3/4 time, but this one starts on the upbeat, and that note's right under the title. So it would look like, my hope is built on nothing less. So see how you start on the my. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. Like that. So that's an upbeat that's in 3/4 time. So hymn number 4, It Is Well With My Soul. That's 4/4 time. So 4/4 time you're making a different shape when you're conducting, because you got more beats to cover. And it's the same thing with me. I just think with each pass that like I'm hitting the drum on that right in the middle. I don't know if that's helpful to you, but it keeps me right on time. Like technically without any of those gestures, you could do it like, when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot. It's like keeping time. So with the gestures, it's still just keeping time. It's just that you're making a particular shape with it. So with 4/4 time, it looks like that. Up, down, in, out, up, down, in, out, up, down, in, out, like that. So as well with My Soul is up, it says upbeat right underneath the title there. So that means you start on the upstroke. When peace, like that. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. And then it's upbeat, so the next stanza is also up. Though Satan should buffet, though trials should come, let this blessed assurance control, that Christ has regarded my helpless estate, and hath shed His own blood for my soul. So, and Wondrous Cross is also 4/4 time, but it's downbeat, which you'll see it's a note right under the title. It'll give the time signature, and then up or downbeat. Wondrous Cross is downbeat, so that means you start on the down stroke. When I survey, see, when I survey the wondrous cross, on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count as lost, and pour content on all my pride. And you hold that out when you're holding the note. Next stanza, same thing, because it's downbeat, you start on the down. Forbid it, Lord, that I should boast, save in the death of Christ my God. All the vain things that charm me most, I sacrifice them to His blood. So I think that pretty much covers the time signatures. And two, if it's helpful to you, if you need more iterations, then you can actually watch on YouTube the full 3-hour-long services, they'll have the hymn service there, and you can go back and watch that portion of it and sort of mimic as you go. And it's going to feel awkward. It will feel awkward when you start because it's one more thing to think about. But it'll be normal in no time. Like before you know it, you won't even be thinking about making the gestures. And the benefit is that it helps everybody stay in time. That way the congregation knows to hold a note when you're feeling it and you're led by the Spirit and you feel like you want to hold on to that, then everybody else knows. Big Daddy knows to hold that note on the keyboard and the congregation knows to hold, and so it's always just more powerful when everybody's on the same page. Anyway, hope this helps. Bless you, buddy.